Jessica Williams. I teach second and I am at Bell Valley.
Mary Dudenhofer. I am the elementary music teacher here at Tracy School, teaching general music, autistic support music, chorus, band, and orchestra.
The old report card had somewhere around 8 subcategories under writing. So you're looking at, okay, let's take this down to the basics. What are the meat and the bones? What do we have to have on here? What is necessary? Just to keep it more easy for the parents to recognize.
Well, the biggest change I feel like was we went from a double sided report card that looked like a foreign language to many of us, even as educators, I had a hard time understanding what many of the concepts were that were listed. So, the biggest change I think is that simplified one-page document with very generic, very broad concepts that we can assess throughout the year. There's the portrait of the graduate characteristics that are now listed on the report card, which was a really huge change.
We also changed related arts. They get more input. They get not only input on the grade that they get academically, but then they also get input on behavior and personality and attitude in the classroom. So that's always come from the classroom teacher. So it's nice that they are also having their input on there as well.
I will say from the specials area, music, art, and gym, we each had a voice there. And again, for all of the years that I've been teaching, there has been one line of, does the child participate in an age appropriate manner? This was the first time that we were able to see on our K to 2 report card, and we're hoping it might float into the grade 3 to 5 report card, a participation category, but now an understanding concepts and skills category. So as a music teacher, that's huge.
I think just the fact that it feels more realistic instead of looking at just mounds of categories, we're breaking it down and saying, how are they in foundational skills? How are they in reading? How are they doing in writing? So it just makes it so much easier to conceptualize that as a teacher and as a parent.
Many of our young people are very musically skilled and are picking up the concepts, and I want to be able to show what they know. So that from just from my own personal teaching corner was really exciting.
It's so much easier to understand from both an inside and outside perspective. I think honestly, it was the right time, but it was a little bit past time, a little bit past due. I do think we had the right people in place to facilitate the conversations and discussions that were necessary to make this as successful as possible before we put it out into the public.
I feel like we're in an ever changing world and education is always changing. And if you can fix something now instead of say, let's do it next year, let's do it next year, I feel like it is so much more effective for everybody involved.
Honestly, I felt very honored. I feel like I have felt this shift in Mill Creek the past couple of years where they're putting more value into teacher and staff input. It was a very collaborative, very positive. Everyone in there was just trying to make it the best they possibly could. So I think it was a very unique in terms of staff across the board at all levels were a part of this process. So it just it made it feel like we were doing the very best we could. So I will feel very proud of whatever we put out there is everyone feels confident in that.
I always appreciate when I get the chance to help in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like it is so beneficial when the district allows a voice from the people that are involved in those everyday decisions, those everyday actions. They even thought so far to have a third grade teacher sit in on this K to 2 report card session so that we could think about what comes next. That was just great thought on our curriculum director's part to have a representative from that world too to see where do we go next. But I felt like we had such a great representation of our K to 2 population, administrators, specialist teachers, and we all just voiced our ideas and came up with something that I hope our school district is going to really embrace.
I mean, I just think in general, teachers are very excited about what's coming up next for the next following school year. And I think parents will enjoy it as well. I know that we're doing some sessions to help parents understand the new report card to make sure they know what it looks like and why it looks the way it does. So I know that there are sessions coming up for that. So we're just very excited to try it out.